I have two poems. Hey, Phil. And I have two poems that I'm going to read. One for Lorraine Conlon and one for John Anthony Brennan.
Wow.
Okay. My first poem, now first let me say, Lorraine, I know that you were born and raised in Queens. And I too was born in Queens. I don't know if you know that. I was born in Queens, but not raised there. However, Queens plays a large role in my childhood because my maternal grandparents had those weekly Sunday dinners in their Queens house, and we went weekly, faithfully, every Sunday. And I have very fond memories of that. So this poem is about my father, Ralph, and his best friend, Pete. Ralph and Pete. Queens Village, 1949. Pete, glinting Irish wit. Ralph, my father, stuttering, heaving, clung to Pete. Baseball was their passion. Ralph could have been a minor league catcher, so it was said. But the Navy took him instead. The Korean War, after all. 12 o'clock Mass every Sunday, St. Catherine of Siena. Ralph, a Lutheran, but that didn't matter. After Mass, Staghead Bar on Linden Boulevard. A few beers. Hear Ralph's inflection, pinpoint imitation of Frankie Lane, Nat King Cole, Mel Torme, no longer stuttering. February 1954, Duke's Cafe, Ralph on leave, Ralph and Pete together. Now it was cool jazz, a passion, Ralph's passion. From the crowd, out of the crowd, my mother, Phyllis, 17-year-old Italian-American, gleaming black curls, black olive eyes. My mother eyed Pete. He was indifferent. Ralph was smitten. Ralph drew her picture, sketched her poem. Before too long, Phyllis was his girl, and Pete their best man. He was my godfather, too, in theory. I hardly remember him. But whenever Dad spoke of Pete, drives to the Loews Theater, St. Albans, poker games, baseball, Duke's Cafe, dances at community gardens, wild pranks, his eyes glinted. April 1986. Dad died of a rare sarcoma. Mom asked me to telephone Pete. Few words spoken, 25 years apart. The wake. Death, a guest in this room, was not welcome. Out of the blurred shadow, a lone figure, Pete, emerged. He kneeled in the pew, head bowed. Kneeling in the pew, never lifted his head. I watched him from a distance. He didn't notice. What was he thinking? Will I ever know?
I know all about community gardens.
Yeah, I know some of those places.
I lived in Queens Village for a while.
Oh, did you? I meant to.
I went to St. Catherine of Siena.
There you go, Fred. Okay. So this resonated for you.
Yeah.
I meant to say too that I know, Lorraine, that you write poems of reminiscence, about your past, and so that's all the more reason why I wanted to read it for you. You're welcome.
Wow, beautiful. Nice.
And now this poem is for John Anthony Brennan, and it's by one of your favorite poets, William Butler Yeats. And I just hope that I can do justice to it, as much justice to it as I know you would, John. This poem was written in 1917 during World War I. The wild swans at cool. The trees are in their autumn beauty. The woodland paths are dry. Under the October twilight, the water mirrors a still sky. Upon the brimming water, among the stones, are 59 swans. The 19th autumn has come upon me since I first made my count. I saw, before I had well finished, all suddenly mount and scatter, wheeling in great broken wings, rings upon their clamorous wings. I have looked upon those brilliant creatures, and now my heart is sore. All's changed since I, hearing at twilight the first time on this shore, the bell beat of their wings above my head, trod with a lighter tread. Unwearied still, lover by lover, they paddle in the cold, companionable streams, or climb the air. Their hearts have not grown old. Passion or conquest, wander where they will, attend upon them still. But now they drift on the still water, mysterious, beautiful. Among what rushes will they build? By what lake's edge or pool delight men's eyes when I awake someday to find they have flown away?